The iPhone Air is sleek, but who is it for? That's why I actually picked up the iPhone Air. And I know it's been a couple months since its release, but I wanted to try it out. This was the only model I didn't get to pick up, and now I did. It's better late than never, right? It's slimmer, it's lighter than all the other models, and honestly, it's sleeker. This is really premium and elegant. But the real question is this new iPhone Air actually for everyone, or is it a niche device? And I kind of want to share what I've noticed with the iPhone Air. So design is the biggest selling point. The whole identity of the iPhone Air is built around design. Why? Because it's incredibly thin and incredibly light, as you can see right here. And I'll tell you this, it almost feels unreal in the hand. It's kind of like the iPad Air effect, but in the shape of a phone. It's got a premium build to its titanium frame, glass front and back, and it has some really nice softer curves around the phone, which makes it super comfortable to hold in the hand. I think this is easily one of the best feeling iPhones that Apple has ever made. And I think it's the perfect phone for those who truly just want ease of comfort. But this thin design also means there's less room for battery, less room for thermals, and maybe even durability long term. Now, there has been tests done on this, and it looks like it's durable, but long term, how is it going to hold up? I mean, if you're rough on your phones, I don't know if this is going to be the safest pick. Yeah, you can pick up a case, and I actually am using this one from Tech. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. Super premium. Absolutely love the cases they make, so definitely be sure to check them out. But again, it's like, if you're really rough on your phones, then I don't know if this is going to be the safest pick. Now, there is one part of this phone, or there's a couple, but the main part is display that Apple did not really cut corners with. It's got a large 6.5-inch display OLED, ProMotion 120 Hertz. It's got sharp colors, great brightness. It's got an anti-reflective coating, just like the other models, which is great. Slim bezels. Everything you get with the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max, you get with the iPhone Air as well. So for everyday use, for viewing content, social media, gaming, if you're going to do that with its subpar battery life, then this is actually perfect. But like I said, I don't think it's meant for those gamers. You get a great screen to game, but realistically, would you want to use this as a gaming phone? Probably not. But other than that, Apple did not cut corners with the display. And it's also for the performance. It is fast enough for essentially anybody. So if I handed this phone to you, you wouldn't notice a difference day to day, whether you use the iPhone 17, this iPhone Air, or even the 17 Pro. It has the A19 Pro chipset, essentially the same as the Pro, essentially not exactly the same as the Pros, one less core inside the A19 Pro, but it's still very fast. You're not going to notice a difference. Apps open instantly. Multitasking, having a bunch of apps open in the background is really good. Animations are super smooth. My experience on iOS 26 has been great. It handles all daily tasks without breaking a sweat. But there's the but to it. The thermals on this, there's no vapor cooling chamber like the Pros, so it's definitely not going to last as long. And it does get much warmer than the iPhone 17 and the 17 Pro, which I use quite often. Well, I was using it up until this point, and now I'm using those three iPhones at the same time, switching back and forth. So I get to see the fact that this definitely does heat up much quicker than the iPhone 17, and I haven't even had any overheating with my 17 Pro. So if you're looking for heavy gaming or long camera sessions, this is going to be a problem for you. This is not the performance phone. It's great with performance, but long-term performance, it's not going to perform that well. I think if you want the best of the best performance, you go with the Pros. Now that brings me into the camera department. The camera, the single camera lens, it's good. It's a 48 megapixel main camera. Well, I wouldn't say main at this point. It's the only camera. We don't get an ultra wide. We don't get a telephoto. So with one camera, the results are great. But if you want to use it for like telephoto scenes or for ultra wide scenes, forget it. You're not going to be getting the same results, especially if you use if you go into 2x here with the camera app, it's going to digitally zoom. Yeah, it's all right, but like anything after that, it's not good. And you don't even get ultra wide, so forget it. Like, you're not getting that camera versatility here. If you just want regular photo, like you don't care, if you just want those regular photos, then yeah, you're getting sharp daylight results, good HDR, skin tones are good, and the video performance is good, as with every iPhone that I have tested. But if you want more camera versatility, yeah, you're not getting it here. No pro level zoom. It's not going to be the greatest with that low light. And I think if you're in the content creating space, or if you're a mobile filmmaker, this is not going to be that phone for you. But I have seen this out in the wild. I've seen just an average consumer using this, which kind of gets me thinking to myself, I guess they don't really care too much about the cameras. And if that's you, if you don't really care too much about having an array of different camera sensors, then I think this may be okay. But I mean, picking up the iPhone Air, you have to know what you're getting into. You have to know what you're giving up when you pick up this device. You're not getting the camera array, the triple camera, or even dual camera setup. You're not getting any thermals. You're not getting a great battery. So you have to know this getting into the iPhone Air. And that being said, I want to talk about the battery life. That's the biggest question mark. You know, yes, there is the efficiency and optimization with the A19 Pro chipset and iOS 26, but you can only get so far. I had to charge this just today. I had to charge this mid-afternoon because I knew it wouldn't last me until the nighttime. And right now it's 9:42 at night. I'm at 42%. And if this was my 17 Pro at 42%, that would have been great because I wouldn't have needed to charge it. But with this, I had to charge it midday and I'm at 42. I'm probably going to end up using this until like 11:30 at the latest. And I'm going to throw it on charge, obviously, but it'll barely make it. I know it'll barely make it. So battery life is a huge question mark. A thin phone is going to equal smaller battery and shorter endurance. Yes, if Apple does adapt the latest battery technology, silicon carbon, and throw it in here, they can increase the battery capacity with keeping a similar footprint. But I don't know if Apple's going to do that anytime soon. So for right now, we just got to make do with what we have. If you are a heavy user like myself, get ready. Either you're going to carry a MagSafe charger, or you're going to have to continuously be around chargers. So keep that in mind. If battery life is your number one priority, then I noticed the Air is not going to be that device for you. Software though, iOS 26, same great iOS experience. So there's really not much to talk about there. Whatever you get on the iPhone 17s, you get on the iPhone Air. So I kind of want to wrap things up with answering the question, who is the iPhone Air for? Well, I thought about it and I came up with a list. Number one is people who want the lightest and thinnest iPhone. Like, they don't care about anything else. They just want something that's super light and thin. Then yeah, you have it right here. I think this is actually going to be great for casual users. For students, hear me out, for some students, not all students, but some students, and those who value comfort over just having raw performance. Because with that performance, you're going to want endurance. You're not getting the endurance here. You're getting the raw performance, but it's not going to last you long. And then people who want something that's a little bit less in price than the iPhone 17 Pros while feeling super premium. This definitely does give more of a premium feel than the iPhone 17, which I still think iPhone 17 is the best bang for your buck of this iPhone series this year. But if you want something that's more premium and knowing that you're making these sacrifices, then yeah, you'd probably want to go iPhone Air. And then again, those users who don't really push their phones with heavy workloads. Again, heavy user, you're going to have to rely on charging this once or even twice a day. That being said, who is the iPhone Air not for? It's not for heavy gamers, I'll put it that way. I also don't think this is worth picking up for those who are in the content creation space, mobile filmmakers, unless you don't use your phone primarily. Like if this is going to be like your primary phone and then you have a secondary phone, then yeah, you can use your secondary phone as, you know, filming and things like that. But I don't really see anyone who's getting into content creation having this as their main device. Especially you're going to be recording footage, editing footage, uploading all from your phone. This is not going to last too long. People who need long battery life, again, it's not going to last that long. And those who rely on having versatility in the camera department and then max durability. Like if you want something that's really durable and industrial, you're not going to go for the iPhone Air. But wrapping things up, this is sleek, it's stylish, but it's not universal. The iPhone Air is a beautifully designed phone. Absolutely. I really, really love this phone. And, you know, I'm using it as my daily right now. I'm already noticing the drawbacks. But putting those aside, I feel like if I use this a little bit longer and I continue to get used to it, I may be able to. I may. We'll see long term, because I'm already missing my iPhone 17 and 17 Pro, like using those as a daily. But we'll see, because I really do like this because it's slim, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, and it's premium. And I think it's perfect for people who care about the ease of use and the portability above everything else. But if you want this performance in your phone, the best performance, the best cameras, or the best battery, this is not going to be that iPhone. It's not going to be the iPhone made for you. So yes, the iPhone Air is sleek, but no, it's not for everyone. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot and will help push my content out to more people. And definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It is called Lava Flow. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. Thank you all so much for watching and for supporting the channel throughout these years. It's been a long journey. We're just getting started. And I'll catch you all in the next episode.